More than $2.2 billion. That's how much money the Trump administration says is going to withhold from Harvard. So what happened? First, the Trump administration sent Harvard a letter with a list of demands. The letter said the university needs to get rid of its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, needs to ban masks at campus protests, and it needs to reform its hiring and admissions practices to make them more quote-unquote merit-based. The administration says this is all part of their larger initiative to combat anti-Semitism on college campuses and to reduce the power of faculty and administrators who they say are, quote, more committed to activism than scholarship. A federal task force has sent messages like this to several prominent universities, but Harvard appears to be the first to stand up to the government and say that they will not follow these demands. So now the government says it's going to freeze the federal funds it typically sends the school. In a statement, Harvard President Alan Garber said the university will not surrender its independence or relinquish its constitutional rights. He added, no government, regardless of which party is in power, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they can admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash the like. So you know, we are talking about what matters. Today, we are diving into a shocking development. The Trump administration just froze over $2.2 billion at Harvard University. Let's talk about what this means for students, parents, and yes, even MAGA patriots. Can you believe this $2.2 billion frozen? That is not pocket change. That is more than the GDP of some small countries. Whether you're a parent, worried about your kids' education, a student drowning debt, or the taxpayer wondering where your money is going. This is something that affects all of us. So stay with me because we are breaking it down. Reports say that the Trump administration has taken action to freeze billions in funds connected to Harvard, citing concerns about misuse of federal aid, foreign influence, and lack of accountability. If that sounds like a bold move, is it? But many are saying it's long overdue. Harvard, with an endowed over $50 billion, still receives massive government support. MAGA supporters have been raising questions for years. Why is elite academia getting taxpayer money, while average Americans are struggling to pay rent or send their kids to college?
Harvard University is today
Honestly,
refusing Donald Trump's demand that it change policies amid threats of funding cuts, setting up a new showdown between the Trump administration and the country's wealthiest and most prestigious university. The demands sent to Harvard Friday included things like reporting foreign students who commit conduct violations immediately to federal authorities, bringing in an outside party to ensure that each academic department is viewpoint diverse, restricting the acceptance of any international students who are, quote, hostile to American values and institutions, and the immediate shuttering of all diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, including for hiring and admissions. In a letter to the Harvard community, the university president pushed back, writing this, quote, no government, regardless of which party is in power, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they can admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue.
We've got to stop
a whole sea of capitulation, Harvard does stand out on this front, and we will stay on this story.
If you are a parent, student, or just someone who wants to see accountability in education, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you support freezing these funds, or do you think it goes too far? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, especially if you know someone who has been struggling with college costs. Let's keep this conversation going and hold this institution to a higher standard. I'll be back with more reaction to breaking political economic news. Until then, stay informed, stay bold, and stay free. See you in the next one.
I said yesterday he was a great, great student at Harvard before it went bad. It's gone really bad. Now they're teaching their students mathematics, basic mathematics. Can you believe it? So what does that mean? They're allowing people in that can't add 2 and 2? What's going on at Harvard?
I went to law school there, sir, and it was pretty liberal when I was there, but it's gone way off the deep end in recent years.
I don't know if you read that. They're teaching them basic mathematics, people that got accepted to Harvard. How come they got accepted if they don't have mathematics? And we're holding back $8 billion. Can we believe? We give Harvard $8 billion. And we're holding back Columbia. We're holding back a lot of the schools because they were woke.